With the ongoing flooding situation happening in California, how much longer will this atmospheric river event last? And I'm also tracking a potential severe weather outbreak down in the southern plains in the deep south. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. Alright y'all, let's take a look at the severe weather threats for the next couple days. Like there's been a slight risk for severe weather spanning from Oklahoma all the way over into western Mississippi, with primary threats being mainly a large hail threat, the 15% hatched area right here in the yellow. There's also a 5% surrounding that. As far as damaging wind threat goes, just a 5% within this zone here, spanning from Mississippi all the way over into Oklahoma. As far as the tornado threat goes, there's also a 2% chance as well. Now on Sunday, there's a chance for severe weather as well, which is a slight risk spanning from southern Mississippi all the way over into Georgia, with the primary threats being mainly a hail threat, being the high risk here in the yellow. A hatched 15% has been issued. There's a circled zone right here for significant hail. As far as damaging winds go, there's a 50% chance for that. And for tornadoes, there is a higher chance tomorrow, as there is a 5% issued within this red zone here, spanning Mobile, Alabama, all the way over into north of Jacksonville. Other than that, there's hardly no severe weather to talk about, except for over here into Florida. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the time frame when you could expect the worst from this severe weather. Alright, we're looking at the HRRR model. Keep in mind the date and time are right up here. I'm going to push this forward. Well, it looks like the main event's going to get started right around 7 o'clock, as there's some clusters of storms firing over here just west of Fayetteville around 8 o'clock. It looks like storms start to gain intensity during the overnight hours into the early morning hours of Sunday. And see, we got some big hailers out there, as that's going to be the primary threat today, and that's going to be pushing out of the slight risk area by right around 5 o'clock in the morning. We're at the lower resolution down in the name 3 kilometer to look at the slight risk area on Sunday. Now it looks like it's going to start entering the slight risk zone right around 5 to 9 in the morning. Then it's going to enter that 5% risk area for tornadoes at right around 7 o'clock near Mobile, Alabama. As you see, we got some little renegade supercells forming out there. Any of these supercells could possibly form a tornado, so please know your tornado action plan just in case that tornado warning goes off for tomorrow. It looks like a little squall line is going to be forming near Montgomery right around 11 o'clock, and then it's going to start exiting the slight risk area and entering the marginal risk zone in Florida by the mid-morning hours of Monday. So if you live within the slight risk zones for the next couple days, please know your severe weather action plan. Know where to go when that tornado warning goes off. Preferably a basement, a storm shelter. Just keeps me well between you and the outside as possible. Now let's take a look at the winter weather side of things. As you see, there's a blizzard warning here in the orange, winter storm warnings in the pink, and some winter weather advisories in the blue. So it looks like we got some winter weather going on. So let's go and take a look at the northern plains and break down the time frame first. We should expect the worst from this winter storm. Keep in mind the date and time we're up here. As I push this forward, it looks like it's going to be sticking around through the overnight hours, and it's going to be getting out by the early afternoon hours on Sunday and heading towards the northeast by Monday. Now we're going to look at the winter storm warning area over here in Colorado. Looks like it's going to be slicing up until right around Sunday, right around 6 o'clock in the morning. Then it's going to be tapering off. Some light snow showers are going to be in the area. As we look over here in California, y'all been getting a mess over here. Looks like it's going to be lasting through the mid-morning hours of Sunday. We're dealing with this atmospheric river event out west. Now how much snow could y'all possibly see from these winter storms? As we look at the northern plains first, looks like about 8 to 12 within the blizzard warning area, around 36 within the winter storm warning areas. Now higher wind gusts are possible within the blizzard warning area. That's why they issued that. And down here by Colorado, right around 8 to 12 as well. Mainly for the higher elevations, and the lower elevations right around 3 to 6 is what I'd expect. Now if you're here in California, of course, y'all have been getting slammed over there. But that drought has been going away though, so that's really good for y'all over there. Higher elevations seeing a lot of snow, 60 inches in some areas. So y'all been getting hammered over there. So that's going to lead to some treacherous road conditions. As you can see, we have some moderate to major impacts. Major impacts in the red, moderate in the orange. But either way, if you're in any of these colored zones, just please be careful. You have to get out on the roads. Pack that safety kit with you like I always talk about. The cat litter, the bottled water, the list of what y'all need to get out if you have to get out. If you don't, then that's great. And other than winter weather and severe weather, we got some major flooding going on. As there has been a slight risk for excessive rainfall over here by Arkansas, Tennessee, and now Mississippi, and over here in California as well. And as far as tomorrow's threats for flooding, there's also a slight risk over in California, marginal risk over here in Alabama and Georgia. And as far as Monday's threat goes, there is a moderate risk issued over here by California. Now, y'all have been getting slammed with a lot of rain, as y'all have been getting over 2 to 4 inches of rainfall within the past 72 hours, and within the past 24 hours, y'all been getting about the same as that, so about 6 inches of rainfall in total. And y'all are forecasted to get over 8 inches of additional precipitation up in the upper elevations, and an additional 3 inches within these zones here, and 2 to 4 in some areas as well. And over here, where that slight risk for excessive rainfall is, over in Arkansas, Tennessee, and Mississippi, looks like an additional 1 to 2 inches are possible. As we look at the whole country here, it looks like a lot of rainfall over here and a lot of rainfall in the deep south. So how long will this atmospheric river event last? Let's go ahead and take a look at the long range forecast model. Just looking at the Euro model, keep in mind the date timer right here above my head if you want to keep track. We know we got that winter storm up in the northern plains in Colorado and over in California, and got the severe weather down in the southern plains and the deep south this weekend. And that's going to be moving eastward, and there's going to be a potential nor'easter by the 14th, bringing with it blizzard-like conditions. We're dealing with the atmospheric river out west as well, and that's going to be moving eastward, and they're going to start drying out by the 16th. It looks like by St. Patty's Day, you're out there celebrating and coloring those ponds green and drinking those shamrock shakes and Irish cream cold brews from Starbucks. Looks like you could be getting rained out here in the Midwest, the Ohio Valley area, and getting lots of snowfall up here in the northern plains into Minnesota. That'll be moving eastward. It looks like towards the end of the month, we're going to be dealing with another potential storm system right over here by Kansas and Oklahoma. Take a look at the temperature anomalies. This is what shows us what the outlook of the temperature is going to look like for the rest of the month. Like we're going to be heading into this cold period in the middle of the month before we come into a little bit of a warm snap. Then we're going to drastically come into a cool down. This is what the purple is. Well below average before we see warming up, and then it's cooling down again, and we stay in this below average pattern. I want to show you the temperatures lastly. As you can see, we're in this little warming pattern a little bit, and then it starts cooling down, warming back up, and drastically cooling down. As you can see, we got some negative temperatures up by North Dakota before it starts warming up again right around St. Patty's Day. Looks like it's going to be pretty nice out. Too bad it's going to be pretty rainy out. So Chris is going to be out there in his Speedo, drinking his shamrock shake and coloring that pond green before it starts cooling back off again. So it looks like it's warming up, cooling down drastically, and then it's going to be warming up and then cooling back down. So it looks like we're going to be in this roller coaster ride of temperatures. So that'll do it for this video, y'all. It looks like we're going to be heading into some severe weather and winter weather in the coming days. An atmospheric river event that seems like it's never going to end, but I promise it will. We'll get a little break from it, and then it's going to be coming back again. And as a reminder, tomorrow we spring forward, unfortunately. So we're going to be losing an hour of sleep, so make sure you set those alarm clocks. If you still have one of those little turn dial alarm clocks, those ones you have to set manually. If you have a phone or whatever, they do it automatically. And if you have a smoke detector, just make sure you replace the batteries in it, and a weather radio. If you live within the slight risk zones for the next couple days, just make sure you know your severe weather action plan. Make sure you have them as well tuned in the outside as possible. From shelter, basement, y'all know the drill. So if you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Comment as well. Appreciate y'all for watching, and until next time, never stop forecasting.